I don't know if there's something or not we can help you with, but it'll go through the areas we work in. Areas such as increasing cash flow, eliminating debt, and reducing. We also specialize in life insurance and annuities, and how it can possibly shave years off their retirement date. After that, if there's an interest in your part, we'll go through the specifics at another point. There's nothing to buy today, so sit back and relax. Now, Federal Financial Group is a national company representing several insurance companies and other financial institutions, some that have been in business for over 100 years, with billions of dollars of assets. Now what we do is teach people about money, how it works, and how to make it work better for you. But specifically, our goal is one thing, to help people become financially independent the soonest. So it's awesome. Now what I want to do next is brush up on some of the issues and challenges that face us inside today's society. For the last 10 years, the cost of living has gone up and up and up. A lot of people have fallen into debt or lost their savings. Now out of 100 people, only 65, only 4 are financially independent. The other 96 rely on charity or live at home, or for many of them, have to keep working. Now what I'm going to do is introduce some solutions. We work in 7 key areas to help build your financial future. And then I'm going to weave these steps together to help you out. Now I'm going to rip through these areas real quick. Stop me if you have any questions. But keep in mind the areas you have the biggest need in or biggest priority in. And then we're going to develop a strategy later on. Alright, now step 1 is inspect what you expect. In order to have more money later on, you need to know where your money is going now. So I'm going to introduce you to the tools that can help you inspect what you expect. To free up some additional cash you didn't know you had. Alright, now step 2 is improving your cash flow. Now John, how would you define cash flow? Okay, great. That's a good definition. But let's also define cash flow as this. Monthly cash flow is left us over at the end of each month after all money comes in and all bills and expenses goes out. So John, at the end of each year, are you getting a tax refund or do you owe taxes? Okay, alright. Now it's interesting that you say that, because a recent client of mine says usually gets back $2,500 to $3,000 back each year. And what I said is that you're letting the government keep your money for a little over a year to give it back to you for 0% interest? And he said, yeah, that doesn't make sense. And you know what? It doesn't. Because there are ways to take that money while it's being earned, to put it back into your budget, to earn more money for you instead of the government. Now step 3. Step 3 is the debt eliminator plan. You see, this family has a mortgage for $144,000. And I had a loan for $39,000, a credit card for $10,000, and a student loan for $1,200. They paid everything off according to their parents' plan. They'd be out of debt in 26.8 years. But by following the debt eliminator plan, they'd be out of debt in 13.1 years. You see, they have the same debt, make the same monthly payments, and there's no refinancing involved. So if now they make the same payment, but instead pay for themselves, they not only be out of debt in 26.8 years, but they will be out of debt and have $500,000 in savings for retirement. Now Plan B involves your mortgage. Plan B involves your mortgage. Do you have a mortgage? How much do you owe? What is your interest rate? Does that include taxes on insurance? What is your FICO score? You see, okay, here's the mortgage of a typical family. First mortgage, second mortgage, car loan, credit card debt, totaling $206,000. Now how long might it take this family to become debt free? What they chose to do here was the debt consolidation loan. This allowed them to free up some additional cash they didn't know they had. Alright, you can see that their new monthly payment is $1,192. The old monthly payment is $1,937. That's a monthly savings of $745, or $8,940 annual savings. Now what do you think's better, a 15-year or a 30-year mortgage? Oh, okay, a 15-year? Okay. Now look at this. Now let's take a look at these examples. Okay, let's say this family has a mortgage for, $1,716 a month, and they pay that towards the mortgage company for 15 years. And then the next 15 years, they take that same $1,716 a month and put it away into savings. So after that 15 years is up, they have $593,000 in savings for retirement. Now let's say they chose to do a 30-year mortgage instead. Okay, so now their monthly payment is $1,192. That's a difference of $524. So now if they put that $524 away each month into savings, they'd have $780,000 in savings for retirement. Now that's a difference of $187,000. Wow. Now step 4 is developing an emergency fund. What I find is that most people don't have one. So when an emergency comes up, out comes the plastic. That's $1,800 new transmission for the car. 3 to 4 years later, that's $3,000 to $4,000. You see what's hurting people? Now a sound emergency fund has 4 factors. 1, it's got to be safe. 2, liquid. 3, better rate of return rather than checking account. And 4, it has to be separate but systematic. So here's the point. If it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So what I encourage you to do here is a separate account, such as a money market account. Say $50 a month right out of your checking account into your money market account on the same day of your month. So it's out of sight, out of mind, growing at a better rate of return. And when things happen, you have the money. Not only keeps your credit card balances at 0, it helps you keep you from dipping into that retirement savings as well, avoiding a 10% tax penalty. Alright. Now step 5 is utilizing life insurance to provide proper protection against loss of life, which leads to loss of income. It's pretty devastating when mom and dad have 3 kids, and dad suddenly gone. Now who's going to pay the food, house, and light bill? It's devastating, right? Here we think a little bit different. Here we bring back options to help people increase their cash flow while providing the proper amounts of life insurance protection. Now step 6. Step 6 is the biggest one. And if you listen to me, it can change the quality of your life. It's about building a long-term savings and a long-term income. Alright. Now there's 2 financial battles at play here. 2 financial battles you have to win in order to earn the money. Because if you don't incorporate these now, you may never become financially independent. And if you do, it's way out there. Here, just 1 second. Just 1 second. Okay. And if you do, it's way out there. Alright. The 2 battles you have to win is the inflation battle, which I'll talk about in a minute, and the tax battle. Because it's not about what you make, it's what you keep. In fact, it can hurt you if you're not careful. Alright. Now, have you ever heard of this money too? No? Let me explain. Let's say you have $100 at 4%. So you put 4 in the 72 and you get 18. So every 18 years, your money's going to double. So in 18 years, your $100 is going to turn into $200. And another 18 years, that $200 is going to turn to $400. After 10 years, can $400 buy what $100 spent today? No? Yeah, I don't think so either. The price, with gas prices and food bills going up all the time. Alright. So when people are saving, you want to be saving. Okay, alright. Okay, they're actually saving the same credit union increase the cash. But they aren't even getting 4%. So you can see money is growing, but inflation is growing much quicker. Now the solution is to help a person get a higher interest rate. Let's say a person can get a 6 to 12% interest rate. Now let's assume you're 29 years old and you have $10,000 at 4%. So by the time you're 65, you have $40,000. And by this time, the house is paid off for, the kids are gone, you only have $40,000 to your name. Now, I know $40,000 won't last me long. I mean, with my girlfriend, you know, she's a pretty heavy spender, so I know that would be gone in no time. Then, okay, maybe it will last. Maybe it would last me a year, maybe a little bit longer, depending on if I can hold on to some of that money. But then I'm out of money, and I'm out of time. Now I'm going to become a greeter at Walmart. And I don't want to work past 65, but that's just what happens. All right. Now let's say, all right, now at 6%, okay, now at 6%, your money doubles every 12 years. And at 8%, your money doubles every 9 years. And at 12%, your money doubles every 6 years. So by the time you're 65, you have $640,000. Isn't that amazing? The only difference between this guy and that guy is interest rate. Not the amount of money, not the amount of time. Alright. So the $1 million question is, where can I get a decent rate of return, have a protected principal, where I'm guaranteed not to lose any money? Okay. Actually, there are 3 strategies. Now I'm going to give you synopsis of each one. And you're going to tell me which one is suitable for when we get back together. Now the first one is a fixed rate, but it's a flat fixed rate, and it's affected by inflation. It's about 1 to 3%. Now the second approach is the other end of the spectrum, the stock market and mutual funds. We have a chance of a high rate of return, but also a high rate of loss. Now the third approach is the index strategy, where the principal and the interest earned is guaranteed, and all interest earned is linked to whatever the S&P 500 stock index does, which for the past 25 years has averaged 10% each year. Now of the 3, which one sounds the best for you? The index strategy? You know, it's a very popular strategy. Let's talk about it a minute. Okay, let's talk about it a minute. S&P 500 represents 500 most widely held companies in the U.S., representing over 100 industry groups, such as technology, healthcare, utilities, etc. In fact, the S&P 500 represents 70% of the American economy. So if you invested in the S&P 500 25 years ago, you'd be pretty happy, right? Yeah? Heck, I would. I'd be happy too. Alright, now when we come back together, if we have determined an index strategy is suitable for you, I'll go over the specific product floors and caps and other terms and conditions. But for now, let me give you an overview of index strategy and how interest crediting works. Now, all interest earned is linked to whatever the S&P 500 stock index does. For example, 10%, but without any downside risk associated with putting any money in the stock market. So your money still participates in the growth of the S&P 500, and your 10% is protected from any downside market loss. Okay, now let's say a few years back you contributed $10,000 to the S&P 500, and it grew 10% the first year. Now you're at $11,000. Now let's say the second year it grew another 10%. Now you're at $12,100. Now let's say the third year it lost 20%. Can that happen? Absolutely. In fact, it's happened before. But instead of your account value dropping 20% to $9,600, your account value remains the same. That's $12,100. That should be pretty important, don't you think? Yeah, I would think that's important too. Alright. But John, you cannot just win the rate of return battle and forget about taxes. In fact, I'm going to show you an example that's going to shock you how important it is to employ both the rate of return battle and a tax battle. Now let's assume, say 30 years ago, you've got 30 years of age, you want to have $1 million by the time you're 60. And he didn't know about any of it. So he just went up to the bank and said, Mr. Banker, how much money would I have to put away each month? I have $1 million by the time I'm 60. Back then, the interest rates were 5%. Now they're 2 to 2, back in 2005. The banker came back and said they had to put away $1,600 away each month for the next 30 years. He had $1 million. Now, if he left the bank, we never say goodbye. Now we can do that longer. We've seen him, right? Now, what if we can taught him how to win these battles? The rate of return battle, battle. Okay, now let's say we can have 10% interest rate instead of 5%. Look at that. He'd only have to put away $900 away each month. But John, do you know how many people can put away $900 away each month? No, not a lot of people. You're right, it's a lot of people, that's not a lot of money. But what if we could have helped him put his money away so he couldn't be taxed while it grows? So we tax deferral, how much money would he have to put away each month? Look at that, $438. Now, John, do you know how many people can put away $438 each month? Yeah, a lot of people? You're right, so a lot of people, that's not a lot of money. In fact, in step 6, when we are done, a person will know how and when they will potentially become financially independent. Alright, so John, if you had enough money in your nest egg, so you didn't have to go to work anymore, what would you and your wife be doing? What are your dreams? What are your goals? What would you be doing? Okay, now, that's great. Now think about it. When you're financially independent, you have options. You can do what you want, when you want. In fact, it was interesting because just the other day, when I got done on a second appointment, the wife got up and she explained that she can go up and down her block asking her neighbors when they're potentially going to become financially independent, and they wouldn't know. But she did, and you know what? That day, her and her husband became one. Because they knew what they wanted and when it was going to happen. Alright, now of the 7 steps, if you can only narrow it down to 2, between increasing cash flow, eliminating debt, developing an emergency fund, life insurance protection, financial independence, tax planning, which is critical, and estate planning, and you can only pick 2, which 2 would they be? Oh, you need to look at them? Alright. There you go. Right here. Alright, 2 and 6? Okay. Now let me tell you what we do. What we do is called a financial needs analysis. Where in a second, I'll ask you a few questions to help determine what your goals are and what your dreams are. Then I'll take this back to the office where we have a very sophisticated software program that will help us develop a plan of attack specific around your needs. Now let me tell you the cost of all this. When I come back, what I will expect is hot chocolate chip cookies fresh out of the oven with a tall glass of milk, personally baked by you. I'm just joking, man. You're just so serious I have to throw that out there. No, let me tell you how we get paid for the milk. The companies that you choose to link up with take a referral fee or commission, so you don't have to buy services rendered by us. So it's a win-win ratio. Alright, however, the information that I bring back to you will only be as accurate as the information we put in. So work with me here, because we're talking about your financial future. And if we do this right, we can literally shave years off your retirement date. How? Alright. You only shave years off your retirement date. Alright, now it's very important we get back together within the next 24 to 48 hours. Because if we have to go clear in the next week, I'm going to have to recapitulate everything we just talked about today. So with that in mind, what's your schedule like tomorrow? At the 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. open? Which one works better for you? Alright, man, John, it's going to be awesome in a day or two when we get back together. This is going to change the quality of your life. And you're going to owe me big. Alright, now it's very important we get back together within the next 24 to 48 hours. Because we have to go clear the next week. I'm going to have to recalculate everything we just talked about today. So with that in mind, what's your schedule like tomorrow? Either 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. Which one works better for you? Okay, tomorrow at 10 a.m.? Okay, sounds great. Sounds great. Now before I leave, let me ask you a couple of very important questions. Now when I come back, I can show you a plan that totally meets your needs, and you're totally comfortable with it. Is there any reason we can't do business? And after we do business, is there any reason we wouldn't feel comfortable providing you with the names of 3 or 4 people you feel who can really benefit from this in the same way it benefited you? Okay, great. I'll see you tomorrow. Woohoo!